Today we're reading Dolly Parton's Billy the Kid Makes It Big, illustrated by MacKenzie Haley. And Dolly Parton is a national treasure. She's fantastic. She has a good charity that she does, and this probably isn't part of that because that'd be a little weird, but I'm glad she wrote a book. So, Billy the Kid was born with an ear for music. Music made Billy feel connected to something bigger than himself. At the pluck of a guitar string, he'd race over and bark to the beat. And whenever he closed his eyes, he dreamed of having his own country band so he could make great music with great friends. After months of wishing, hoping, and practicing, Billy the Kid set out for Nashville to make his dreams come true. And this says, "Welcome to Nashville, Music City." As soon as he arrived, he explored downtown, sniffing out the city sights. When a sign caught his eye, his stubby tail began to wag. Oh, this is it. And this is an open mic night every Wednesday. Audition, the Battle of the Bow Wows. And there are some really fun puns here. Positively perfect instruments. Positively. Quickly, Billy joined the lineup. "New round here?" asked a large dog. Billy nodded. "How did you know?" "Lucky guess," the dog grinned. "Name's Big Earl. This here's my band." "Nice to meet you," said Billy. "Maybe we could jam sometime." "You play with us? You're barking up the wrong tree." "You're clearly not a true metropolitan like us," added Big Pearl, her nose in the air. "Beat it, kid," bellowed Big Merle. So is that Big Earl, or is this Merle? I'm assuming it's a misprint. Billy the Kid tucked his tail between his legs and ran. Oh, what was I thinking? Coming to Nashville. Those dogs are right. I don't belong here. Billy felt lower than a stick on the ground. He ate some flowers. That helped a little. Then he strummed his guitar, and that helped a lot. It had been a rough day, and music always made him feel better. "And I will always love you, Jolene, Jolene, Jolene." So he's singing some Dolly Parton hits, but with dog puns. The sound of applause took Billy by surprise. "You're positively perfect," said Bo. "Yes," agreed Binky. "Want to join our band?" "Oh, y'all don't want me," Billy told them. "I'm not big city material." Bo made a face. "Well, you clearly love making music. That's what we're about." Billy wasn't sure what to say until Buster, the tiniest pup, finally broke the silence. "Police." When Billy nodded, the little dogs cheered. "To the studio," said Bo. "The Battle of the Bow Wows is tomorrow." It was a long night. But by sunup, Billy the Kid had to admit, we don't sound half bad. On the way to the battle, though, Billy began to get nervous. Oh man, what if I mess up? What if everyone laughs at me? It got worse. backstage when Billy heard a familiar voice.
"Who let you in, Pipsqueak?"
asked Big Earl. Well, this is Big Pearl. Well, I don't know. And what are you wearing? Added Big Pearl. Billy froze. And then he realized they weren't talking to him. They're picking on Buster, cried Binky. Bo gasped. What do we do? Billy's hackles rose. He wished someone would teach those big dogs a lesson. And then he realized who could. Follow me, he growled. A few minutes later, a huge shadow fell across Earl, Pearl, and Merle. I was wrong. It's not a misprint. They're just named the same, like Earl, Pearl, and Merle. It was the biggest dog they'd ever seen.
"Who gave you the right to bully Buster?" boomed the biggest dog. "Oh, relax," said Big Earl. "We're just having fun." "You weren't having fun. You were making fun," the biggest dog said. "And making fun ain't funny."
Earl, Pearl, and Merle didn't stick around to hear any more. They howled and headed for the hills. Paw right! The pups shed their disguise. Thanks, y'all, said Buster. Billy and his bandmates embraced. Battle of the Bow Wows. The lights dimmed. The Battle of the Bow Wows began. It was an epic battle. Oh, sorry. Dogs crooned, dogs twanged, dogs howled and wailed and sang. When it was Billy's turn to perform, his heart was beating double time. But soon, he began to relax and enjoy himself. He finally felt like he was right where he belonged. Bullies never, ever get respect from anyone. At the award ceremony, Billy's band got a standing ovation. It was totally pawsome. Afterward, they took a walk and ended up at a magnificent music hall, and it's called the Grand Ole Opry House, and that is a very famous building in Nashville. This has been a night I'll always remember, said Billy the Kid. Me too, said Bo. We rocked, and our trophy is huge, says Best New Act. Just then, Billy's favorite singer stepped on stage. Her warm voice reminded him why he came to Nashville. Let's celebrate your differences instead of making fun. And that's Dolly Parton. The trophy's great, Billy said to his friends, but I feel like we won something even bigger. And this is Making Fun Ain't Funny, and it's a song that I don't know by Dolly Parton. All right. Good night. I love you.